All right, let's get right into it. We all know this feeling, right? This constant tug of war inside your head. Part of you knows exactly what you need to do to hit your goals. Get that workout in, focus on that project, make that hard phone call. But then there's this other voice, this powerful gravity that just pulls you right to the couch. Today, we're going to talk about how to win that war for good.
Now, this idea, this quote, is a real game changer because it completely flips the script. We tend to think our brain is on our team, our biggest supporter. But its core programming is way, way older than our modern ambitions. Its job isn't to help you get that promotion. Its job is to keep you alive, to keep you safe, comfortable, and away from anything that feels like a threat. And guess what feels like a threat to your brain? The very challenges you need for growth.
So, this is the whole premise we're working with. Your brain has one prime directive, and that's survival. That means conserve energy, avoid pain, avoid risk at all costs. But your goals, your ambitions, they demand the exact opposite. They demand you spend energy, embrace discomfort, and take risks. And that right there, that's the source of the constant daily battle inside your own head. And this lays it out perfectly. Look at the left side. That's your brain's default setting. It craves comfort, rest, the absolute easiest way forward. It's perfectly happy to let you just watch and dream. But then look at the right. That's what it takes to actually achieve anything meaningful. Resistance, action, getting your hands dirty, moving and building. The easy path? It doesn't forge warriors. It just creates an audience. So what do we do about it? How do we fight back against our own programming? Well, you don't. You don't run from that feeling of resistance. You run directly at it. The whole strategy here is to completely rewire your definition of pain and discomfort. It's no longer a stop sign. From now on, it's the green light. It's your signal to go. Let's really reframe this. Pain is not the enemy. It's the price of admission. It is literally the currency you have to pay to buy the things you really want in life. Growth, power, clarity, real strength. Every single moment of discomfort, every time you think, I don't want to do this, that's a transaction. That's you paying for a better version of yourself. And this right here is the absolute core of the mindset shift. For almost everyone, that feeling of I don't feel like it is a warning sign. It's a signal to stop, to retreat to comfort. But from this moment forward, for you, that feeling is the starting gun. That feeling of resistance is the trigger. It's the sign that this is the exact thing you need to be doing right now. And here's your new mantra. This is the automatic reply you need to have locked and loaded for that soft voice in your head. The second your brain says, nah, let's do this tomorrow, or I'm just not feeling it today, your response has to be instant, automatic. Good. That means I must. No debate, no negotiation. Okay, so a powerful mindset is one thing, but talk is cheap. You need actual, practical tools to use in the moment when that resistance hits you like a tidal wave. So let's get into two incredibly simple but powerful tactics to override that hesitation and just force yourself to move. First up, we've got what's called the 3-second kill switch. See, hesitation is the gap where your brain wins. It's that little pause where it floods you with excuses and reasons to stay put. This tool is designed to slam that window shut before your brain can even get a word in. Here's how it works, and it's brutally simple. The very second you feel that hesitation to act, whether it's getting out of bed or starting that report, you immediately start a countdown in your head. 3, 2, 1. And on 1, you have to physically move. You don't think, you don't plan, you just move. Physical action is the antidote. It short-circuits the overthinking brain every single time. All right. Tactic number 2 is all about the long game. It's about building discipline and proving day after day who's really in charge. This is called daily war mode. The way you do this is by intentionally choosing a small act of discomfort every single day. A little act of war against your own weakness. Maybe it's a 60-second cold shower. Maybe it's doing 100 push-ups first thing. Maybe it's just getting up an hour earlier than you want to. Each of these small wins is a statement. It's you teaching your brain again and again to follow your command. And please get this into your head. The goal is not to wait until you feel motivated or ready. Motivation is flaky. It's unreliable. You can't build a life on it. Your goal is to act, period. You act so consistently, especially when you don't feel like it, that your brain eventually just gives up fighting. It learns a new pattern. When you decide to do something, it happens. It just learns to shut up and follow. And this really brings us to the whole point of this. This isn't about productivity hacks or checking off a to-do list. This goes way deeper.
This is about fundamentally changing who you see yourself as. This slide says it all. The old mindset, the one most people live with, is passive. It waits to feel disciplined. It hopes for a wave of motivation to come along. But the warrior mindset, it's active. It doesn't wait for a feeling. It decides who it is. It says, I am a disciplined person, and then it simply acts in a way that proves that decision to be true. The action creates the feeling, not the other way around. The ultimate goal here, the end game, is to become what the source material calls the machine. And that's not just a person who can do hard things. It's an identity that is actually strengthened by pressure. It seeks out challenges. It leans into resistance because it knows, deep down, that pressure is what forges it into something stronger. I really want you to let this one sink in for a second. Every time you use the 3-second rule, every cold shower you take, every time you choose action over comfort, you're not just managing your time better. You are casting a vote for a new identity. You are literally rewiring the kind of person you are from the ground up. So, as we wrap this up, the final question isn't what are you going to do? It's who are you going to be? The version of you that gives in to comfort and hesitation, that version of you can be left behind right now, today. The choice is 100% yours. So, who are you going to build?